Forgiveness. We love that word until it's our turn to give it. And you know what I mean. It's easy to talk about letting go until you think about what they did, the lies, the betrayal, the words that still echo. But here's the truth. Unforgiveness is a prison with invisible bars. And the key to that cell isn't justice, it's gratitude. Because gratitude, it doesn't erase the pain, it releases its power over you. A few years ago, I found an old box in my basement full of things from my past. Photos, letters, reminders of people, and all that stuff that ended a long time ago. At first, it was nostalgic, but when I found something that made my chest tighten, a letter from someone who hurt me deeply. I read the first few lines and felt that familiar heat, the old anger that I thought I buried, and I realized something. I hadn't forgiven. I was just stuffing it down, hiding it. Forgiveness doesn't fade with time. It festers in silence. It waits for quiet moments to whisper to you, "You still owe me an apology." And that day, I closed the box. Instead of putting it back on the shelf, I threw it away. Because some things don't belong in storage. They belong in surrender, and letting go of it, putting an end to it, closing it is the best way. People think forgiveness is a gift to the other person. It's not. It's a release for you. The guilt, the shame, the remorse all goes away. It's the spiritual act of saying, I refuse to keep reliving what already happened. When Jesus said, "Forgive them, they know not what they do," he wasn't dismissing pain. He was choosing peace over poison. Every time you replay that moment in your head, the spirit relives the wound. Forgiveness doesn't excuse what happened. It ends the control it still has over your future. Because you can't receive freedom with clenched fists. You have to open for the opportunities. Picture this. You're standing in a river holding a heavy stone in your hands. That stone, let's call it resentment. It's what they said. It's what they took. It's what never got made right. Now, you carry that stone for miles, but eventually it'll drag you under. The current keeps moving. Life will move forward, but you'll be stuck, weighted down by what you refuse to release. The moment you let go, the river doesn't stop flowing, but you start moving again. Forgiveness is dropping the stone. Gratitude is realizing that the water still carries you forward. Gratitude is a bridge between pain and peace. It doesn't mean saying, "I'm glad they hurt me." It means saying, "I'm thankful I grew stronger through it. I learned my lessons." When you shift your focus from what was taken to what was taught, your soul starts to breathe again. Every scar can either be a reminder of the pain or a moment of healing, and you get to choose. So in this upcoming Thanksgiving season, don't just count your blessings on your table. Count the ones that came disguised as lessons, because gratitude turns bitterness into wisdom and wounds into testimonies. So here's 4 takeaways. If you want real peace this season, drop the stone, stop carrying what's too heavy to heal. 2, choose gratitude. It's impossible to be thankful and bitter or angry at the same time. 3, set them free and set yourself free too. Forgiveness isn't approval, it's a release. And remember, number 4, the heart forgives and it becomes the soul that will help you fly. Maybe the real thanks isn't for what we have, it's for what you've been released from. Because forgiveness is freedom, and gratitude is the doorway to freedom. My Buonaiuto movement is about helping people heal on the inside so that they could be free on the outside. And if this message spoke to you, hit subscribe, share this with someone who needs to heal this Thanksgiving season. And let me know below in the comments, who are you ready to forgive? And if you're ready to take the next step, check out the link below. It's a freedom call. It's easy. Let's start to release together. Because this Thanksgiving, the best gift you could give is letting go and releasing yourself. Thanks.